look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team.
That was my, you really got your look. What's coming with my t-shirts? Hell yes.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good
Such an explosive error.
But it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun, Haskins got it open, man. It's Foster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards there in a Washington first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Garoppolo going to give the Mostert. Taken down to hit the marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Gibson. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on the schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one's taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. And all the way down to inside the 5 of the 4. Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we had meetings with coaches, and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mostert. He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The ball comes out and they hit it, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. On play action, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory, already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have the ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Ford. And he'll get this one to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And his kick is good.
Washington 28, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Mostert, 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Mostert. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yeah, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mention she was strong runs in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Roman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
His throw caught right around the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with them losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Once again, it's Mostert, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked up by Troy Apke. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
First down, Washington.
They go play action with Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. Slings this deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Haskins escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 28 yards. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. And he knocks it through.
Makes this Washington 42. 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins steps away to his left. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chase Young, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still have your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.